So in this video, we'll be talking about my LMU controller settings. I'm getting a lot of questions about what they are. What do I have for sensitivity, graphic settings, camera settings, all that good stuff. It will be in this video, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. Gameplay is pretty simple. The only really assist I have on is the auto clutch and the racing line. Everything else is just whatever you want it to be, optional. Most of this stuff is on because I am a controller, so I don't have a lot of buttons to switch between. So yeah, about auto headlights, stuff like that. Um, so yeah, let me just all this is really optional. It's whatever you would like. And then controls is where the good stuff is at. Um, I think all this is default, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, I think headlight pulse is pretty important because you want to flash your headlights when you're in a hypercar. Um, to let slower traffic know that you're coming. So I do have the right stick as my headlight pulse. And I also have my left stick. When you click it, it overrides traction control. So it basically what it does, it just turns it off whenever you press on it or hold it. It's really good when you're coming out the pits. It's really good warming up the tires as well. Uh, you know, it's a nice thing to have. And I think everything else is just nothing. Yeah. But I'll show y'all everything. That's what everything is. Um, but most of this stuff right here is default. Interaction. Yeah, it's nothing in here. But this is where most of what people ask for, and it's not very different from default. But this is what I use. I've tried a lot of different things, and I've tried high sensitivity. It wasn't the play in my opinion. 50% is really good. I like it a little bit lower, just a tad bit. So I went for 45%. I liked it a lot. Dead zone depends on if you have a lot of stick drift or not. You can go 1%, maybe 0%. I don't recommend it, but you can probably go 0% if you really have a new controller and don't have stick drift. You can go to 0, and then but yeah, I think 4 to 5, 6% is a really good place to be at. If you've had a controller for a while. Um, Throttle 45%. Yeah, it's what it works for me. So same with the braking 50%. Um, Clutch, I don't like I said I have auto clutch, so I don't really press or do anything for it. Because I don't have a button uh to to use the clutch. Which is one of the bad things about the controller, of course. And then the rates, point 0.5, point 0.5, and point 0.2. I haven't really touched that, to be honest. So yeah, and then the force feedback is pretty simple. This is why I use 82% and then 0, 0. I mean, you could go higher on the force feedback effects, but um, it feels weird to me. I don't use it. I mean, I haven't really tried it, but maybe you can try your own self and see if you like it. Uh, but this is what I have. Reason why I don't do 100% is because this game has pretty good vibration compared to F1. And it's just a lot. 100% is a lot, and it vibrates your controller a lot and makes a lot of noise, and just it's very uncomfortable for me. So I lowered it a little bit to 82, and that's what works for me. Um, and yeah, collision strength 100%. Nothing really bad. All right, so these are my graphic settings. I am on one monitor. I do play on one monitor. I do have two, but the other one's for my stream and Discord, all that good stuff. But I do only play on one monitor. The mod I do play on is 1440, a 27 inch, so something crazy. Do have it's 1440, 240 hertz, so um, it's a little bit settings are a little bit lower because I do stream, so it's not gonna be anything crazy. Like I can go higher if I don't stream on most of the stuff, but I don't want to strain my PC too much when I do stream, so I do lower them quite a bit. Um, and yeah, it's nothing too special. This is what I run. It works for me. I have a 4070 GPU, just normal 4070. It's good enough for this game to run and stream on. I average about 140 FPS around there. So, um, when I do stream, it's around 120. So, uh, but yeah, this is my graphic settings. Let me see. Go to sound. This is, to be honest, up to you. This is what I run. Um, and nothing too special. There is a haptic feedback, but this doesn't work. Controller. At least I've tried it. Maybe they will fix it soon. I've tried this and it doesn't do the haptic feedback at all. Um, Hopefully soon they will add it into this game. That would be very nice if they do, because F1 does have it, and I love it. It's always good to have some type of feedback on the throttles, especially on the braking too. Especially on the braking, very very important. But sadly this game doesn't have that, so at least for now, it says it has it, but it doesn't work. Um, but yeah, those are my settings. For the last thing in this video, I'm gonna show you guys my camera settings. This is the Genesis, the hypercar. This is what I run. I run 261 slash -2. It's very very close to the steering wheel. So I guess as you can see, like if I go all the way back, yeah, that's pretty much how close I was. Yeah, it's really really close. But that's mainly what I run. I run very very. I like running very close FOV. Keep on 250. And for every car, it's basically like this. If you do want to run the same camera settings as I do, make sure you turn off the arms. Alright, so that is my controller settings for LMU. Hopefully you guys liked this video, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one. Ciao.